What's going on, guys? Crashendo here, and welcome to the first episode in a long time of the Hardcore Ironman series. So I really didn't know how to format this video, as I haven't made one of these videos in a very long time, and levels do come very quickly, so I just decided for this video I would talk over most of it, and basically explain what I was doing. So I was pretty much going for level 60 mining here so I could go ahead and do the Lunar's Quest, and I ended up getting level 60 mining, but before we went ahead and did the Lunar's Quest, we had to go ahead and get level 61 crafting as well. So I figured the best way to do this would be to just buy silver ore from the blast furnace. So I went ahead and went through all of the worlds and bought, I think, 1.5 thousand silver ore. After this, I went ahead and did some smithing, ended up grabbing a quick smithing level of 61 smithing, which was pretty nice, to be honest, but I really didn't expect it. We got pretty close to level 62 smithing as well, but never got it. So then we started crafting our tiaras with our silver bars. Now this went by pretty quickly. I honestly wasn't too shocked as how fast we were gaining XP. I was more rather shocked as how AFK it was. So I was basically AFKing cannonballs on the side on Crashendo while also AFKing this, and I was like, dude, this is so easy. So we ended up getting level 61 crafting, had a few silver bars left over, which I ended up using a few of them up, but kept a few just in case we needed them. Did the Lunar's Quest, which didn't take too terribly long. Really wasn't at any risk of dying during it, so we ended up getting level 29 rune crafting and a fair bit of magic experience. Now from this point, I knew that I had to get level 62 fishing because I needed to do Swan Song, and I also needed to get a Cosmic Talisman. So I decided to do some big net fishing, which we ended up getting the Cosmic Talisman from a random event instead of the fishing. So after we got the Cosmic Talisman, we quickly went over to Barbarian Fishing, in which we started doing some heavy rod fishing for the strength, agility, and of course the AFK fishing experience. So this went by pretty quickly. We ended up getting a strength level. I don't think I ended up recording it, but the levels went by fairly easily. We started running out of feathers very quickly, so I had to start cutting some of the fish. This way our feathers would be conserved so we wouldn't have to go buy some more. But overall, the entire experience with getting to level 62 fishing wasn't too terrible. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that we hit the milestone of 1300 total. I was basically like, oh, level 57 fishing, nice. But we also did get 1300 total, so we're on our way up to 1400 right now, and I think we might get fairly close to it when we go for level 85 crafting. So I basically just finished fishing off here. I ended up not finishing it in the one session that I wanted to, so I ended up going to sleep, and when I woke up I just continued fishing. But we ended up unlocking the amazing Dragon Harpoon, which I hope I never have to see again. But got the 62 fishing and pretty much embarked on our very, very dangerous quest series for the Swan Song. Now, before I decided to do that, I wanted to actually put portals in my player-owned house because I wanted to do that for a very long time, but pretty much never got around to it. So we ended up putting 2 portal rooms in our house, and we moved our house to Yunil for obvious reasons. But we put the essential portals in our house, and then we started training some magic through Alk teleporting, which was a bit tedious, but it was pretty relaxing. I ended up using up a lot of money because I bought the Alks instinctively and forgot that we don't have anything to Alk, so I ended up Alking some mind runes, which completely wasted a lot of cash, and I'll never do that again. But we ended up getting to level 76 magic. I stopped at 76 because even though Super Glassmaker requires level 77, I figured it would just be better to stop at 76, as buying the Wizard Mind Bombs is a lot more efficient for us than spending like another 500, 600k to get to level 77 magic. So then I finished off the quest of Garden of Tranquility, and King Rold gets bitch slapped, and that's about it. The ruler of Varrock completely wrecked by some random ass chick from the quest. So this quest took a long time just because I had to regrow shit because it kept dying, but after it was finished I was so happy about it being done. And then we embarked on the dangerous quest of Swan Song. Now I thought that this boss fight was going to be a lot more difficult than it actually was, but we kind of reacted to how difficult it was going to be, and it ended up being pretty easy. So finished the quest, got some prayer levels, and ended up getting some fishing experience as well. And then we started collecting seaweed. Now I did 5,000 right after that because I finished the quest around 1 in the morning. So I did 5,000 seaweed, went to sleep, and then just ended up finishing off the total of the 12,000 seaweed that we needed to collect. So that was really annoying, a huge pain in the ass. Honestly, I think it took like 7 or 8 hours just to collect that, and it was really repetitive and tedious. Didn't have much to do, so I just watched movies the entire time. And then we had to collect buckets, and that was not fun either because somebody else was collecting them. So that took like 6 hours almost to collect 12k buckets, just about. And then we went ahead and filled them with sand. And I'll cut into the live commentary now. Alright, our grind of collecting buckets of sand is finally over. Now we have all of the buckets of sand and all of the seaweed for level 85 crafting, so now all we need to do is super glass, make that shit, which is going to take a bit of time, not too terribly long. I think I can do like 800 casts per hour, so we should be able to get it done in about an hour and a half. Blowing the orb is going to be a completely different story that's going to take probably somewhere around 12 hours, so obviously not going to be getting that finished this episode. So that being said, this is going to be the end of the episode. But before I end the episode, I would like to say that I will be most likely streaming some hardcore Ironman content in the near future. Also, whenever I play hardcore Ironman, I'll probably try and stream it, just so if you guys want to watch it, I will be able to do that. But other than that, I'm going to be also releasing a kind of video not next week, but on Sunday, because obviously I will be recording 2 Ironman videos per week for hardcore Ironman. So I will be releasing a video on Sunday that will be a bit longer than this one because I'm going to have a section of the video dedicated towards explaining the method that I'll be using for crafting cosmic runes, which basically benefits hardcore Ironmen that are low level like myself, that don't have Slayer rings or quest cape or any of that stuff, easy access to a fairy ring basically. And I think it would be very useful to people that are trying to either mimic my progress or just trying to get things done early game on their Ironman and they don't have access to, like I said, easy fairy rings. So once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on Sunday with a brand new video.